Hey there, welcome guys. This is a short video by Tabletop Baseball Digest, and it's probably the easiest game that I found to play, yet it's got, all the advanced elements. Um, so I had to make a short video about it. So I'm playing Field Day Baseball. I'm playing 2022, and I have pitcher cards, the tall pitcher cards, as you can see, kind of a la replay baseball. They used to have those. Anyway, it's a pretty good game, and let's play a little bit so I can show you how super easy this is to play. So the Nationals are the home team, and they're up right now. There's one out. Bell is up. Nelson Cruz is on at first. On the mound, we have the lefty Jason Shreve. Bell is a switch hitter. Josh Bell. So we are ready to roll here, and I'm going to show you how super easy this game is to play. All right, so it's $20 for the PDF, and you get all the players, and you get the tall pitcher cards. So it's a really great bargain. And if you kind of package it with the Digital Diamond Baseball, oh man, you can be on a budget. Now that they're taking away our Social Security, they're going to be hard times. We're going to start tightening our belt. So we better, start looking for these bargains. So let's play a little bit here and let's see. So Josh Bell, the score is 5-3 Nats, but slowly but surely the Mets have been clawing their way back into the game. It's a two-run game. It's 5-7-1 for the Nats, 3-8-0 for the Mets. And this is opening day in 2022. So here's the pitch from Jason Shreve, who is three stuff, right? You have the stuff roll. I rolled a 3, and that's a 3, 3, 8, and 4. The 8 means that on numbers 22 and 23, he gives up a home run. All right, so let's do this. And that's going to be a 21. So we're going to look at Josh Bell 21, and it's going to be a home run up to 24, a double up to 25, and then a sacrifice fly after that. There's nobody on third, so it would be a fly out to Marte in right field. So it's a deep drive to right field. Let's see what happens. And that ball, 45, will be a fly ball deep right field. Marte's under it, makes the catch. And nobody's going to tag up there. Nelson Cruz at first base. Doesn't have any kind of speed to do that. All right. So here is Cruz. His name is Kybert Cruz. And he's a switch hitter. So Shreve, who just came in, will pitch to him. 2 outs now. Here it is. And it's a 25 again. Home run up to 12. So 11 and 12 is a home run. Double is up to 16, so 13, 14, 15, 16 is a double, and then anything up to 46, 40, looks like a 48. Where's my magnifying glass? It's super small because there's several. Yeah, it's a 46. All right, so it's pretty simple. Let's see what happens. And a 31, and a 31 will be a hit by pitch, so he gets plunked, and that's going to put runners on first and second. So it's got all the elements of a super advanced game. Take GAPPA, take Strat. It's got all those elements, every element. Yet it's done in the most simple way. So all the real addition and chart searching and research and all that is done for you. And all you have to do is kind of manage and make changes and do what you got to do. So it's first and second, 2 outs. Jason Shreve is facing a righty. He's already faced 3 batters. So we are going to pull him. And we're going to look at the box score to double check that he's faced 3 batters. Yeah, he's got two outs, and he's given up a walk. So that's 3 batters. All right. So we're going to go to the bullpen and grab a righty very quickly here. You get all the players. Of course, I use the roster, and it tells me on the right side who's who. Trevor May's going to come in. I believe the Mets are still in this game, so Trevor May is going to come in. And there he is. Got him. All right. So Trevor May comes in. We're going to roll for him, right? See what kind of stuff he will have. A 2. His 2 stuff, which is pretty good stuff. The yellow. So his yellow 2 stuff, he's a 3, 3, 4, and a 5. Good strikeout there. And average hits and walks. So he will come in as the pitcher. And we are ready to roll. Lane Thomas now. All right, now I don't play many modern games, so just letting you know. I know you got to change a pitcher every inning. That's all I know. Here, Thomas. Here's the pitch from Trevor May, and that's going to be a 42. A 42, it says base on balls 2 to 6. On a 2, he is a 3, so that falls within the range. That's ball 4. So he walks Thomas. And next up is Michael Franco. He is a righty. And he's a fly ball pitcher, by the way. That's, I think, 16 is a fly ball pitcher. And then 21 is would be a ground ball pitcher, I believe. Franco. 2 outs. Bases loaded. May gets the sign from McCann. Around the infield for the Mets in 22 was Escobar at third, Lindor at short, Cano at second, and Alonso at first. In the outfield, it's McNeil, Cannon center, and Marte in right. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 45. 45 says 5 to 6 base on balls. The 2, he's a 3, so it doesn't fall within that range. So it's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Lindor, who will flip to Cano for the final out. 6-4, fielder's choice, and that ends the inning. So we're on the top of the 8th. It's going to be the Mets leading off with Francisco Lindor. And Arano is going to pitch. And that's going to be a 15, which will be a fly ball to right field. Pete Alonso's next. Pitch to Alonso, and that's going to be a 55. Now it says 1 to 6 home run. So let's see. As long as he's not a 0 or a minus, that's going to be a deep drive to left center field. And let's see, 55, a 1. He has a home run of a 2. So that 1 to 6 falls, the 2 falls in within that range. And that's a deep drive for Alonso way back. And that is gone. And Alonso rounds the bases. Here's Escobar. 5 to 4 now. And it's a 35, and a 35 will be a line out to the shortstop. Ripped. Hits it on the screws, but right at the other Escobar. You gotta watch out because a lot of these names are the same. So Escobar lines out to Escobar, and here's Robbie Cano. Today, Robbie Cano's 0 for 3. And this is the year that I think he got suspended, but 66 is going to be ripped to right field and played on hot by Soto. The outfield for the Mets is, for the Nationals, it's Thomas in left, Robles in center, and Soto in right. Around the horn from third to first is Franco, Escobar, Hernandez, and Bell. Behind the plate is Ruiz, and Arano's on the mound. And here comes Canna. Canna walks a ton and is also hit by pitch a lot. And he bats from the right side, so Arano is a righty. So we will give him a chance here. Let's see. I don't want to let any pitcher go too long because that's highly unrealistic so Arano's got 1.2. Yeah, we got to pull him. Nobody goes 2 innings anymore. That's highly unusual. So we're going to grab another righty out of the bullpen. We don't want to tire a lot of the guys either. So Steve Cishek. He's a setup guy. And that's what we need right now. So Cishek is going to come in. He's a right-hander. You get all the players here. So we'll have to find him. He's in here somewhere. Cishek. Oh, that's the Mets. Wrong house. Wrong bullpen. And it takes a couple minutes to do this, and I just wanted to make a short video on to show you how easy it is to play this game. Absolutely chartless, and it's got depth. You know, it's not a basic game, that's for sure. So this will hold its own against any other game that we have, you know, in our hobby. So C-Sheck is going to come in for the Nats, and it's $20. I paid $20 and I got it. I got a whole series here and a whole season. All right, so we're going to roll that dice for C-Sheck. See what it's a 1, so he's going to have his best stuff: 1, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's do that. Let's get C-Sheck and put him in there, and he will face Marcana. The thing that takes the longest with these new games is the fact that you got to be, you know, calling guys from the bullpen constantly. All right, here it is. Tying run is at first base. You know what? We're going to pinch run. Going to pinch run for Cano. Cano does not run well. We're going to get who runs well here? Matt Reynolds, Guillorme, Jankowski. He's a speedster. He will. And we'll see. We'll check out how what his speed is. So, and also his stolen bases as well. We may be able to send him here, try to get him to steal. I only do that. I play automatic steals unless it's a pinch runner. As a pinch runner, you know, I can send him. And steal wise, he's good. He was 3 for 3. I don't know if I want to use that right now. It's early in the season, so he will be running for Cano. And let's see what happens. Kenna with Jankowski at first. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 42, which is a 2-6 base on balls. And he's a 1 that is walk. So that puts the tying run at second base in scoring position, just like that. And here's Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil bats from the left side. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the pitch from C-Sheck. That's going to be a 33, and the 33 is a single 3-6. Under a 1, he is a hit of a 1, so it's going to move to the next one. It's going to be a line out to left field, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave a couple of men on. They score a run here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the inning. May, I don't know what May. Oh, we need a new pitcher or somebody. We need somebody. Oh, the pinch runner, right? I said we need a second baseman for the Mets. Let's see who we're going to call on here. And this Digital Diamond Baseball, it's like my godsend. This is beautiful. It makes my life so simple. All right, we're going to get Luis Guillorme. He's going to play second base, and he will bat 6th. Oh, what a great app. Thank you so much for this. Makes my life so much better. All right, Escobar is leading off. Alcides Escobar against Trevor May. Trevor May has his 2 stuff, so it's 40 base on balls 3-6. That's a balk, so he walks him. And it's not, it's a 4-3, and it's not highlighted, so there's no steal attempt there. All right, Victor Robles. You haven't seen me go to any charts yet, so it's pretty amazing. And it's got a lot of detail for sure, and not hard to play. I don't like games that are hard to play. I'm not one of those guys. You know, I'm looking at a spinner game that I'm trying to bid on. That's the type of guy I am. But I do like the depth. You know, so here's Victor Robles. Now, he is a bunter. He had 11 sacrifices, so we're going to bunt with him. You just roll 1 die. His number is a 5, and that is going to be a 3, which is a good bunt. It's going to go to the first baseman. That's what the 3 tells you. And he moves into scoring position. Escobar moves into scoring position, bringing up the top of the order. Cesar Hernandez. Cesar Hernandez, what did he do? He batted 248. He played the whole season, 147 games. So here's the pitch from Trevor May. And that is a 53. Now that's a range check. Right field, A to D, Marte. What is Marte? Marte is in right field. He's a D, so he will run that down. A shot into the corner. Digging for it is Marte, and he comes up with it. Marte, what a great catch. And he turns and fires back to the infield, and that keeps Escobar at second base. And here is the always dangerous Soto, who we are going to walk. Intentional walk for Soto. And we're going to face Nelson Cruz, the right-hander. And this is the last batter for May. On the pitch, and that's going to be a 62, which should be a swing and a miss. Yes, it is. Struck him out. Got him. Big K for Trevor May. He leaves the mound pumped. All right, for the Mets in the top of the ninth, we're going to grab the closer for the Nats. Who's that going to be? It's a 5-4 game. The closer for the Nats. Let's see. It tells us. That's the great thing. It tells me who the closer is, because I don't remember who the closer is at this point. I got a closer. It's Tanner Rainey. Tanner Rainey. He's the closer. Do we have a second closer? No, just one closer. Tanner Rainey. So let's call on him. He will come in and try to stop the Mets here. And that's why they call them stoppers, right? He's going to try to stop the Mets here from scoring a run. This is the Mets. Keep on doing that. I really don't know a lot of these players. There's so many names, and a lot of them are similar. I have like 4 Hernandez in this game. I know Sean Doolittle is in there, but he's not the closer right now. I don't think he's on the roster right now. That's the nice thing about Digital Diamond Baseball. It gives you the roster. So this is what takes a little bit of time, but I get a chance to talk to you and give you my thoughts. And we're looking for... There he is. We got him, so we're going to have to roll for him. I don't know what kind of stuff he's going to have. And he's a 1, so he's got his 1 stuff. So we'll put that right up there to remind us. And it's James McCann, who is leading off for the Mets. We will see a pinch runner if he gets on. After him, it's going to be the top of the order, Marte. So here goes. Everybody, in 2022 has good power, so just a heads up. That's a 44, so that's going to be a base on balls, 4 to 6. On that one is base on balls, a 3, so it doesn't fall within that range. So it's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Josh Bell scoops it up, flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 1. Here comes the top of the Mets order with Marte. Marte had a good season, batted .292, played in 120 games. And it's Rainey, Tanner Rainey versus Starling Marte. It's a 1-run game, 5-4. The Nats lead it 5-7-1 to the Mets 4-10-0. So the Mets have out-hit the home team. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a 55, and that says 1-6. That ball is gone, and that's a deep drive. Way back, gone. Tying home run here in the 9th for Starling Marte. And up comes, so that's a blown save for Rainey. And here comes J.D. Davis. The score is tied at 5 thanks to Starling Marte, who sends that slider deep into the night. And the Mets have tied it up with that blast. Here goes J.D. Davis. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a 66. Now 3 to 6 strikeout, and he's got a 5 strikeout on that one column. So he swings and misses and gets him, sends him back to the bench. And my wife is studying in the next room, so I'm trying to be, respectful of that. All right, here is Lindor. Francisco Lindor with 2 outs. Today, Lindor's 0 for 3 with a walk. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a snake eyes, which is a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfield and roll to the wall. Lindor digging for second. Here's the throw, and he's in there ahead of the throw. So it's a 2-out double, and that puts Lindor in scoring position for Pete Alonso. And they will face Pete Alonso. Tanner Rainey is a righty. And there's some things I don't really know yet, like TR3F. I'm not sure what that means. F means he's a fly ball pitcher. 3 may mean certain numbers become fly balls, but I'm not there yet. I'm taking it one thing at a time. There's a lot of change. I've been playing 1987, and from 1987 to 2022, there's a lot of differences in the cards, and so you gotta, be aware of that. But even with that, it's still super easy to pick up. Super easy. All right, Pete Alonso against Tanner Rainey with a runner in scoring position. We're not going to walk him because next up would be a switch hitter, Escobar. And here's the pitch, and that is a 53, which is going to be a range play to the third baseman, Franco. Now, Franco is not an A, so that's going to be a base hit, infield hit. And I'll tell you what Franco is, because I looked at him before, so he's a C, so that'll be a ball that hits off his glove. He picks it up, throws to first. It's a shot, first of all, so he's not expected to. He got in front of it, kept it in front of him, but he's not going to throw it. He's going to hold it. Thought about throwing it and changed his mind. So it's going to be a hit. It's a range hit for Pete Alonso. And now it's Escobar, who's 2 for 4 today. So Rainey, let's see what Rainey is. Rainey is almost done, but let's see. He still has a little bit of endurance left, so we're going to let him face Escobar. Switch hitter. So Escobar is batting from the left side against the righty. Here's the pitch, and that's a 14, which will be a fly ball to right field, and Soto over under it and squeezes it for out number 3. But the Mets tie it up. And it's Josh Bell leading off. We're going to go with Trevor May. We're pulling Trevor May already. That's the one thing. There's a lot of stops and starts in this game because of the constant, pitching changes. Even with the rule of they have to face 3 batters, you still get a ton of. We're going to call on Josh Bell, a switch hitter. It says it on my screen. 1 switch hitter, and then 2 switch hitters and 1 righty. So we're going to call on Adam Ottavino. See if we can find Adam Ottavino. Now, I got an email from Greg Sovan, and he asked me to play test this game for him, and I was real busy. I was starting a new job, and I was real busy, and I could not get to it, and unfortunately, we lost him. But now I'm gonna be play testing it for a long time because it's a blast of a game. All right, so Adam Ottavino is gonna come in. And let's roll to see what kind of stuff he has. He's a 6 stuff. 3-3-3 and a 5 against Josh Bell. I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna make a steak and share it with my wife. Cut it in half. About 9-12 here. All right, Bell. Josh Bell. He's up today. He's 1 for 3 with a walk and a run. And he will be facing Adam Ottavino. And that is a 44, and that's going to be a ground ball. Third base, Escobar. Over to first and in time. Escobar has a strong arm. Next up is a guy named Kybert Rees. He looks like he's the catcher. Here's the pitch, and that's a 31. Usually a hit, and it will be a base hit. Ground ball in through the infield. So he's on at first. He's slow, so we're going to get a pinch runner for him. And that goes, you pick that from down here. Let's see, pinch run. There it is. So let's get a pinch runner. Let's see if I can find somebody who's fast. Strange Gordon. That's who's going to pinch run. So D. Gordon is going to pinch run. He's on the roster right now. So we're going to use him for that. And let's see if he's a base stealer. I don't know. There he is. The Strange Gordon. He stole 3 out of 5. So he will be pinch running. He's also not a fast runner. That's weird. I thought he was a fast runner. Anyway, all right, I already made the move. I'm not going back. I'm not worried about it. It's not really about the speed. It's about, his ability to take the extra base. That's what the game says. Let's see, Thomas. Lane Thomas is up. Lane Thomas is an outfielder. I forget which position. I think he's playing left field today. Decent outfielder. And today he's 1 for 3 with a walk and a double and an RBI. So Adam Ottavino against Lane Thomas. Here's the pitch, and that's a 26 against the lefty. It would be a hit, otherwise it's popped up right side, first baseman. And that is Alonso. He's there, puts it away, and that's 2 out. Up comes Michael Franco. And the pitch, and that's a 14, which will be a ground ball to the second baseman, Guillorme, over to first and in time. That ends the inning. It's free baseball time now, and now we're going to have a runner at second base. So we're going to take a short break. Oh, we have to actually put in a new a new catcher. Let's see, let me go to the bench and the new catcher, and then we're going to take a short break. The catcher, position catcher. Nope, he's the catcher that's in there. Riley Adams will be the catcher, and he will be in the 5th spot. All right, we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to stretch. We're going to have something to drink because we are an extra. All right, we are back. Took a little break. We are in extra innings here in 2022, so we got a runner at second base. It's Escobar, and Guillorme will be batting. It's a left-handed hitter. He came in for Robinson Cano when we pinch ran for Robinson Cano. Mets tied it up late in the 9th inning with a blast by Starling Marte. And we are looking for Guillorme. And I can't find him. Vogelback, Dominic Smith. One of my favorite Mets teams is the 2019 team because they had very consistent pitching. They had 4 pitchers with over 150 innings each. But unfortunately, Field Day does not have a lot of because this is one of the games that his last games that he was working on, and he was building it. And unfortunately, we lost him, and that's very, very saddening for sure. All right, so Guillorme's up. Guillorme batted 273 with 2 home runs, 12 doubles, 335 at bats, 102 games. And oh, and we were gonna pinch hit. Yeah, we have to. I'm sorry, we're gonna replace the pitcher, the closer. We're gonna. You got to change. You know, in modern days, you got to be changing pitchers every inning. That's the reality of it. So I got who? Let's see who's available. Middle setup. Guy named Espino, who's up lefty. So let's see if we have an extra lefty somewhere. Guy named Spot, middle setup. Guy named Josh Rogers will come in to pitch. Josh Rogers. I don't know. There's so many players now. I don't know them at all. You know, you can't figure out who's who. I know several players on the Mets well, and I know how they were used. But players from the teams that I play, there's just so many. I mean, it's like 40 cards for just the pitchers alone. And they're constantly being sent down to the minors. It's chaos. I'm sorry, but having a blast with this game. I'm really excited about it. Super easy to play, and it's an advance that plays like a basic. That was Greg Sovan's mentality. All right, so we're gonna roll for the stuff. He's gonna have his one stuff. That's pretty good. Again, 8 home run, and 8 home run means that 20. I think it's 8 home run is 22 and 23. 8 home run, and I think 9 home run is 21, 22, and 23. All right, so here goes. Let's see. I believe I'm set up. I put him in there. Yep, he's in there. Josh Rogers, ready to roll. And here's the pitch to Luis Guillorme. Pitch, and it's a 13, which is a bouncer to the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez. Picks it up and throws out Guillorme for out number 1. And let's see who's next. It is Canna, Mark Canna. He steps in the box. He's a right-handed hitter. Stands close to the plate. Picks up a lot of hit by pitches. And that's going to be a 41, which will be a base on balls 1 to 6. He's a 1 and he's a 3 base on balls, so that falls within that range. It is ball 4. So he picks up a walk. He also picks up a lot of base on balls. Has a good on-base percentage at 370. And decent speed. Not great, but decent. So Escobar's at third. Escobar's at third. Wait a second. What did I have there? Kind of gets... Return sets, delivers ground ball to second base. Fielded there by Hernandez. Okay, good. All right, so Mets go-ahead run is at third base with 1 out, and Canna is at first, and it's Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil, I think this is the year he won the batting title. 326 batting average, 39 doubles, 1 triple, 9 home runs, played in 150 games. Excellent left fielder, poor right fielder in terms of range, good assists from right field. He plays second base, not so great. Third base, not so great. All right. So let's see Josh Rogers against Jeff McNeil. Pitch, and that is going to be a 62, which will be a 2 to 6 strikeout, and he is a -1 strikeout. So I know it's not going to be a strikeout. And it's going to be a ground ball to... Oh, the infield has to be in here. Hold on a second. The infield is in. And so we are going to have to roll. And that's a 6. A 6 tells us on the infield in chart. I'm going to have to look at that. The first time I've looked at a chart so far in the half hour that I've been kind of demonstrating this game. And we're going to go all the way to the last page. Has a, there it is. Bases loaded, but this is, okay, optional infield in chart ground balls. This was a ground ball to, so it's not a strikeout. It's a ground ball to the shortstop So that's what we roll. We roll the 6. So runner out at home. Other runners advance 1 base. Holy smokes. So heading for home is Escobar. Here's the throw from Escobar. The tag by Adams, and he is out. Out at home plate. And Canna moves to second. McNeil is on a fielder's choice. That puts runners on first and second. So it's going to be a ground ball. 5. It was 6-2, right? 62. Yeah. What was it? 62 for. Yeah, it was a shortstop. So it's going to be a 6-2. 6-2, and that's all you got to write. All right, so we're gonna have runners on first and second here with 2 outs now, and up comes James McCann. Shouldn't have used this one because now I don't remember what Rogers was. I think he was a 1, right? Can't remember, and I shouldn't have used that. I have another one here that I'm supposed to be using. All right, here goes. James McCann, pitch, and a 35 will be a base hit. But he's only a 1, so it's going to be a line out, ripped and caught by the first baseman. L3, and that'll end the inning. So the Mets fail to score, and it's the bottom of the 10th with the winning run at second base. Franco's is second, Escobar, and we're going to switch out Ottavino here. Escobar is a righty. Ottavino has one more batter, so let's stick to that. Let's keep Ottavino here for this one batter. Escobar's, I don't bunt with runners at second base, so here it goes, and that's going to be a 16, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. Big strikeout for Adam Ottavino, and that's going to be it for him. We're going to go to the bullpen, and let's bring in Diaz. Diaz is the right guy because we're away, so he's not going to be picking up that. Oh, actually, he could pick up a save. So we're going to hold Diaz. We're going to bring in a guy named Drew Smith. I like Drew Smith. Drew Smith. I watch these guys every single night of the year. If they have 162 games, I watch 162 games. I'm going to opening day. Got to talk to my son a little while. Make sure he gets those tickets. He lives in Houston. He goes to law school in Houston. Let's see. He's a tough cookie, that's for sure. Let's find Smith. There's Drew Smith. He will come in the pitcher spot. There's DH all around now, right? By 2022, they have that new rule where National League, American League, DH only. All right, so it's going to be Victor Robles leading off. We didn't roll for Drew Smith. Let's do that. It's a 3. So he'll have his pretty good stuff. He does have a 7 home runs. That means, I believe that's a 23. 23 is a home run with a 7. All right, so Franco's at second, Robles at first. We're going to walk Robles. That's what we're going to do. Going to intentionally walk Robles. 224 hitter. But we want to get that. We want to pick up a double play. That's really the key here. And we're going to bring up Hernandez. Here's the pitch. And that's a 53. That's a range play. A to D on my right fielder, Marte. Marte is a decent right fielder, so I expect him to be able to run that down. And when he does, it's going to be a fly ball to right. And nobody's going to advance on that. So what kind of a right fielder he is? He is a D right fielder. So it says 53 A to D. So he does make a running catch into the corner. So Hernandez drives one down the corner into right field, and Marte on the run and comes up with it. Gets it in quickly to Guillorme, holding Franco at second base. F9. That's 2 outs now, and here comes Juan Soto. What do we do here? because we got a righty. But that's what we got, right? We got a righty, and we have to. We can't pull. We can't pull Drew Smith. So here goes home run, 7. And here's the pitch to Juan Soto with the chance here to drive in the winning run, a walk-off opportunity for the man, Juan Soto. And the pitch and the swing, a 34 is a base hit, infield hit. Let's see. He's got a 3, and that's going to be a 2, so no hit. So it's 4-6, right? And he's got a 2, so that doesn't fall within that range. So it's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Guillorme gets there, flips to Lindor, and that's the inning. Holy smokes. That's going to be a G4-6, and the Mets get out of that one. All right, here we go. Free baseball, top of the 11th. Rogers is still in there against Marte leading off. Josh Rogers. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 65, a strikeout, nope, and a fly ball center field. Under it is Robles, 1 away. Next up is J.D. Davis, and he's got some power. Like most everybody, hit 4 home runs and 200 bats. Didn't have a good season, I think. He was traded away either in 22 or 23. They just lost hope for him. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 65, which will be not the strikeout. Again, a fly ball center field for out number 2. And here's the always dangerous Francisco Lindor. Batted .270, 26 home runs. Drove in, does it say? Doesn't have his RBIs. 25 doubles, 5 triples, 26 home runs. Francisco Lindor. And Rogers on the mound for the Nats. Lindor's a switch hitter, bats from the right side. And we've got McCann at second base, and he can't run very much. Oh, but he's at second base because of the rule, right? Yeah, he's at second base because of the rule. So I don't think we can pinch hit for or pinch run for him. I'm not sure. Got to find out. All right, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 24, which will be a swing and a miss. Chases a high fastball, and he goes down on strikes. And Lindor is not happy with himself. Drops his bat and takes off his batting gloves, and Guillorme brings out his glove. So now the Mets are on the field, and it's Nelson Cruz, the power hitter, and it is Drew Smith for the Mets on the mound. And the pitch to Nelson Cruz, it's going to be a 44, and that is a bouncer to Alonso at first. He'll take it himself. 1 away. Josh Bell, switch hitter, bats from the left side against the righty Smith. Moving to third is Soto. We're going to have to bring the infield in here. Here's the pitch, and that is a 35, and that's going to be a single 5, a 3. It's a 2, so 5-6. The 2 does not fall in there. So it's going to be ripped to the first baseman Alonso. This could be a double play. Let's see. So let's go to the chart. And it's the line drive chart. It's a nice chart. Very easy to read. And here goes. Oh, do not roll the dice again unless the batter has a straight line out. Yeah, so that was Drew Smith, a line out. What was that roll I just made? Oh, it was a 35, L3. Okay, so do not roll the dice again. It's going to be a 35. And that is going to be a lead runner on first and second is doubled off, but he's on third. So it's a line out to the first baseman, and he will not get the double play, right? because 35 lead runner on first and second, there's nobody to double off on either of those bases. So it's just going to be Rip to 35. Rip to the first baseman, Alonso. And that's 2 outs. So Josh Bell hits it on the screws, but right there's Alonso to snag it. And here is a guy named Adams, right? He's the catcher who came in. Let's grab his card. So far, there's nothing in this game that you can't do. There's nothing. Now, again, if you watch my hacks for learning a new game, you're not going to, if there's something you don't know, there's only so much you can learn the first time around, slowly but surely. Like I learned this stuff about home runs 7, 8, 9. A 7 is 23, an 8 is 22, and a 9 is 21, and that's how it works. And that's what I learned today. I didn't know that. But it is Adams, Riley Adams, at the plate. He's a 176 hitter. He's the backup catcher. And it is Drew Smith. And the pitch. And this is the winning run, of course, 90 feet away. And a 43 was a base on balls 3-6. And that will be ball 4. So he walks Adams. The only run we care about is the one at third base. And here is Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas batted .305 with no home runs and 59 at bats. Oh, that's strange. I'm sorry. Lane Thomas. And Lane Thomas batted 17 home runs, 241. 146 games. He's their outfielder. He's playing left field tonight. All right. I was in the mood to play some modern. I wanted to get that modern feel. I don't love it, but sometimes I enjoy it. I don't know how I can explain that. I was just in the mood for it. I'm not crazy about the pitching changes, but the digital diamond baseball makes it a lot easier, right? It tells me who's available. It tells me what role they play, so I know when to bring them in. If they're in the rotation, I wouldn't know that, right? I wouldn't know who's in the rotation, who isn't, without doing a bunch of research. But this does all the research for me. All right, so here's Lane Thomas. He's a right-handed hitter against Drew Smith. And here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 63, and that's a 3-6 strikeout, and struck him out, and that ends the inning. What a game. Now, this is unusual. We're going into the top of the 12th now. Oh, let's see. What did I do? Top of the 12th. And we have to bring a new pitcher. Now we can leave Rogers in there a little bit. He's going to face Pete Alonso. Rogers is a lefty, though. Who's up next? Ooh, a switch hitter. And who's up after that? A lefty. Guillorme. Let me bring in a righty. To face Pete Alonso. Let's see. Rotation. Setup. Those guys are tired. Let's see. Rotation, middle south. Espino. Paulo Espino. He will come in. So again, what do you think, right? Let me know. Tell me in the comments. I just wanted to show you how easy this game is to play. And the price is, APA is $150. If you've got the money, hey, go crazy. I have tons of APA and I play it. I love it. It's my first wife. But now I'm single again, and I'm playing the field here, and I'm loving field day. I'm playing the field with field day, and I'm loving it. Let's see. Who am I looking for again? Who did I say? I said Adam, right? I said Adam. Oh no, Spino. And I'm having trouble finding him. He's hiding away in all these cards. And some guys are much better than I am. They organize themselves way better. But All right, remember to like and subscribe my channel. I, do a lot of this because I love it, but I also share it out so you guys can get an idea of what games are out there and so on and so forth. So it's going to be Espino is already in there, right? And we're going to roll for his stuff. He will have his 4 stuff. So that'll be over there, his 4 stuff. 4, 2, 7. That means 23 will be a home run. And 7 is 23, 8 is 22, and 9 is 21. So it would be 21 to 23. All right, every number increases, it adds you another number. All right, so Pete Alonso with good power. And he hit 40 home runs and almost 700 plate appearances. 271 average, 350 on base percentage. And here's the pitch from Espino. There is a runner at second base, and it's Lindor, so he can fly. That's a 35, and that's ripped. And a 35, we're going to look. A 35 is a lead runner. On first and second is double off, so it's ripped to the first baseman, who dives back to the bag and, oh no, wait. He whips it to the shortstop and he's out at second base. So the shortstop beat Lindor back to the bag, and that is a double play. Holy smokes. Not what the doctor ordered. So we're going to do L3DP. Let's try it again. L3DP. And the machine, the system reads it, the app reads it. Yep. So here comes Escobar. The pitch from Paulo Espino. My husky's talking to me to take him out for a walk. That's a 5-6, and under a 4, it's a K is very low, so it's lifted to center. Robles, I'm coming. Robles under it, makes the catch, and I'll take a little break so I can walk him, and then he will come down. But we go to the bottom of the 12th. Hang on there, guys. Let's see what happens in this game. Hang in there. All right, Coco, I'm coming, bud. Coming. All right, it looks like I took care of Coco's walk, and now we're back. Oh, okay, Drew Smith, we have to replace him. That's the thing with the modern games. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. Let's see who we got here. Let's go to page 2. Oh, these are the players they had that year. The Scherzer, Walker, Peterson, they all had all those players, but they're starters. Seth Lugo, we can bring in Seth Lugo. I like him. I always liked him. Had a pretty decent year last year, I think. He was injury prone a little bit for the Mets for a couple of years. He had some good years and then was injured and then so forth. But this year I'm going to go see DeGrom over with the Rangers. Yeah, DeGrom. So let's roll to see what kind of stuff. Oh, he'll have his number 1 stuff, so he's looking good. That's a good thing for the Mets. Did I add him already? Yeah. All right, so it's Franco with Thomas at second base running. And here we are in the bottom of the 12th inning. It's 5-5, 5-13 and 0 for the Mets, and 5-8 and 1 for the Nats. And that's a 64, which is going to be a 4-6 strikeout. Lugo on his number 1 is a swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider gets Franco to chase. Big K here for Seth Lugo. And that is a K. Yeah, I didn't know how I was going to keep track of this. I didn't want to write on it. I don't know how to circle it, so I decided I'm going to just roll it and then put it right there. All right, so here is Alcides Escobar. He was the shortstop for the 2015 Kansas City Royals, who were in the World Series with the Mets. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be a 34, and a 34 is a potential hit, 4-6. And we have a 1, so his hit number is 2, so it's under that. It's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. The shortstop, Lindor, will look. Tom is back. So it's a G6 with the runner on second holding. And 2 outs now. So far Lugo's done a good job. And here comes Victor Robles. But let's not count our eggs before they're hatched, especially since they're so expensive. Let's see. Victor Robles, he's ready to roll. And here is the pitch. And that is trouble. Uh-oh. Now listen to this one. Now it gets exciting. This is going to be a base hit to left field, and McNeil, we're going to try to throw out Thomas. There is an assist, question mark. So it's going to be McNeil out there. Did I say O'Neal? McNeil is out there. And left field, he is a 43. No, I'm sorry. He is an assist of a 26. That's his error rating. An assist of a 26. So I'm going to roll, and if it's under that. So here comes Thomas with the winning run, and here comes the throw. And McCann with the tag, and it's too late. Safe, and the ball game is over. Victor Robles lines one to left field. McNeil with a good throw at home, but Thomas with 2 outs was running on contact and was able to score. And the final score of this overtime or extra inning game is 6-5. Holy smokes, that was exciting. The last play of the game. Seems you get a lot of that in this game. I played a game last night where the tying run was coming home and with 2 outs, and there was a throw to the plate, and they got him. So anyway, that's the final. The Nats win it by a score of 6-5. And I'll give you some updates on what is what here. Let me just save the box score. And let's see, let's grab that box score, and we'll take a quick look. All right, so Marte had 2 hits, Alonso 2 hits, Escobar 2 hits, McNeil had 3 hits. Home runs, Marte his first, Alonso his first. And then for the Nats, it was Ruiz with that game, with that. Let me see who hit the game winner there. I just forgot. It was Victor Robles. That's right. Celebration broke out on the field and in the stands as the winning runs crossed the plate in the final half inning. The exciting finish in a close game was a hard-fought 6-5 game. Keibert Ruiz led the offense for the Nats, going 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. And let's see if there's anything we want to add to this before we say goodbye. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And this is a very easy game to play, but it's got all the elements of a complex game. Let's see. And then for the pitchers, the Mets used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers. And the Nats used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers. 14 pitchers in all. That's 14 pitching, 12 pitching changes because you don't count the 2 starters, right? But, and a pinch runner, 1 pinch runner, actually a couple pinch runners, 1 for each team. So anyway, this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. The Mets are 0-1, the Nats are 1-0, and we're going to replay quickly all the games for the day. It's called Fast Play. You fast play those games, and I can play the Mets in Game 2. Probably play another modern game. I don't know. I have to think about it for a little while, and then I'll decide because there are a lot of pitching changes, and it takes a while. So a game that takes me 20-25 minutes, when I play modern games, it can take me double that, especially if there's like 14 pitchers. All right, so the next game, let me see who's going to be starting for the Mets. I was surprised the opening day pitcher for the Mets in 22 was McGill. Not a great pitcher. He wasn't that great then. He's not that great now. So the next day is going to be Scherzer versus Gray, John Gray. So that's going to be a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Have a great night. And remember to like and subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think about Field Day Baseball. Let me know.